And joining us now is Spencer Kuvin, a Florida lawyer who represented multiple Jeffrey Epstein victims. So, Spencer, thanks for being here with us. As the DOJ is, contemplating what to do, whether they'll release Maxwell's interview transcripts with the Deputy Attorney General, Todd Blanche, how do you see this as someone who has represented survivors of this abuse?
Well, thank you. I mean, as we have always stated, since the beginning of these cases in 2007, everything should be made public except for the victims' names. I can't tell you how insulting it is that the administration is more concerned about potential names that are in these files other than the victims. If you have associated with Jeffrey Epstein and you have done that on numerous different occasions, your name should be released. The public needs to see these names and needs to see who was regularly socializing with this pedophile, with this sex trafficker, not only him, but also Ghislaine Maxwell. There is absolutely no reason why we should not see who these people are so that we can then ask them questions like you in an interview about why they were there, what they were doing, and who they were talking to, and where they went.
Do you think it would be re-traumatizing for survivors of this abuse if they release the transcripts of these interviews with Maxwell?
You know, the thing I keep hearing about is this transcript of an interview with Maxwell. It's a fallacy. In the legal world, we oftentimes as attorneys will meet with witnesses before we go on the record. I have no doubt that the attorney sat down with Ghislaine Maxwell's attorney and possibly her and sat there and spoke to her before they hit record on the tape recorder. I want to know what they talked about before the recording started. In addition to that, I don't care what that woman has to say, and frankly, neither do the victims from what I've spoken to. They don't care what this woman has to say. She is a convicted liar and sex trafficker. What they care about is the evidence. Release the files that the FBI currently has and the DOJ has reviewed. Release the thousands of hours of internal video taken from inside of the homes of Jeffrey Epstein. Let the public see that. Let them see the evidence, not lies from a convicted liar.
I want to get your take on the recent developments on Capitol Hill with the House Oversight Committee now subpoenaing multiple officials, past officials mostly, over the Epstein saga, but notably leaving out former Trump administration official Alex Acosta, who approved Epstein's what has been called a sweetheart deal in Florida back in 2008. What do you make of that?
Yes, it's a glaring omission. And I mentioned this, I think it was on another MSNBC show the other night. This gentleman, Alex Acosta, had all of the evidence back then. He had marshaled everything together from Palm Beach Police Department when the investigation started. And then when the FBI did their own independent investigation, he had all of that evidence in one place and he reviewed it, saw it, and then entered into this sweetheart deal for some reason for Jeffrey Epstein. Why would the administration not subpoena the one man that has seen everything? That's the man that we should be talking to immediately about what evidence exists.
How could they have left him out?
It's unbelievable. I have no reason other than it was intentional because they didn't want to get to the truth, and instead they wanted to issue silly subpoenas to politicians or people that flew on planes. That's not the people we need to hear from. We need to hear from the one man that has seen everything.